The sun shining brightly on down. And David Aldridge is standing by for our...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Collins in at the power forwards position. And for the 76ers, Simmons is out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Green. Then there's Scott. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Young. Back to Bogdanovich. Young dishes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 on the clock. Here's Young, and it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the layup's good off the glass. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. It's stolen by Milton.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Here's Young after Ben Simmons bucket. Capella, the pass to Young. Capella kicks to Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Uncovered. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Here's Scott. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Young. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Collins. And there's the pass to Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Milton. Outside for Simmons. Young with the steal. Capella with it. Now defended by Embiid. Capella with the bucket.
Sheer power there from Capella. Not an easy guy to contain when he's going up with the shot.
Now here's Milton. Defended by Young. But what a jam!
Are you kidding me? Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Here's Snell. Kicks it to Collins. 6 to shoot. Bogdanovich up top. Defended by Milton.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too. You can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Passes it to Okongwu. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go from 11, and that one hits back iron.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Korkmaz lays it up and banks it in.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Williams passes to Gallinari. Back to Williams. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The 76ers leading by 6. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Harris against Gallinari. Harris dishes to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And here is Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Herter, top of the key. Williams up on top. And stolen by Howard. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the 1.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now, here is Gallinari. Over Harris. And it's Gallinari missing. Here's Korkmaz. He's guarded by Williams. Thibault kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Howard. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
Outside Williams. He dishes it to Okongwu. The kick out to Williams. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Donnie's checked in for Lou Williams. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Now here is Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Big man coming through. I have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that kind of ferocity.
Knocks it loose. And now Philadelphia on the break. Maxey, no good. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. A shot by Okongwu, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence that these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Simmons against Young. Over Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
Now, here is Young. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Bogdanovich. 1:35 left in the first half. To halt the run. And here's Young from the arc. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 11. Down low. Here's Embiid. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Hawks trail by 19. Young looking around. To the inside. Capella. Rebound by the 76ers. Now the 76ers on the break. A shot by Milton, no good. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Capella's a capable scorer from the interior. Nice job there.
Simmons with it. Embiid trying to break loose. Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got 13.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Young's shot is good.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Outside, Green. In the corner, Simmons with it. And Simmons slams it in.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points. Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so, in the game for the 76ers, the young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. George Hill out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Hill. Tobias Harris comes in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Curry. Deflects the pass. Howard with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Outside, Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Back to Harris. Simmons on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Collins.
You know, after missing his first year out of college due to injury, Ben Simmons ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2018, proving the wait was worth it.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovic. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here is Howard after the basket by Atlanta. That one falls.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
There's the pass to Hunter. From the arc. No good there. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here is Harris. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Goes up to the stripe, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. And there's the call on John Collins. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz comes in for Joel Embiid, and Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Trae Young. They get it again. Tries again. Here's Howard. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
Such a great rebounder. Athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
1:44 left in the third. Now here's Dunn over Maxey, and he overshot that one, missing. Inside. Gallinari with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And Okongwu slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Bogdanovic comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Dunn. Now here is Harris. It's stolen by Capella. Pass to Bogdanovic. Finished off the break.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6. And slam dunk by Maxey.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. You gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Atlanta with the ball. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The 76ers leading by 20. Now Hill. Passes to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Embiid, no good. Got it up. The shot comes out, and so it's Philadelphia controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Hawks trail by 20 on the court for Atlanta. We've got Williams. Tony Snell is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard. Now here's Williams. Back to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Williams up on top. Guarded by Embiid. Williams can't hit. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. The dish to Scott. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Scott. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
So it's the Hawks now. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. And it's Gallinari missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Now here's Simmons. There's the 3. Embiid kicks to Simmons. It's Scott on the wing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Wide open shot is on the money.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
The 76ers leading by 21. Hilton the pass to Embiid. Outside, Green. Dishes it to Simmons. Over Williams. And Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
Young's checked in for Atlanta. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And the Hawks with possession here. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Chalk up 2 there. Williams has got his first basket.
Boy, he twisted his body up right there just enough to create space. Williams so slick and eel-like inside.
Now, here's Maxey. And Capella sends it back. Gallinari finds Young. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And here's Harris from the arc. The 76ers with another miss. The Hawks trail by 19. Snell dishes to Young. Count the basket. 6 points for Trae Young.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Now, here's Maxey. An easy 2 points on the layup.
relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Williams. Back to Capella. And there's the feed to Williams. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Philadelphia.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Young. Philadelphia able to drain the three. John misses. Philadelphia's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. There's the lob for Harris. It's tipped, and that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Young.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry against Young. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
The pass to Young. That's tipped. They retain possession.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. DA, it's all you.
Kevin, thanks.
With DA, thanks a lot. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Here we go. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Scott is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Green. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Simmons in at the 1. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Stellar work on the offensive back. Embiid, I mean, his reach helps him track down many second chance opportunities.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Defended by Milton. And there's the foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Outstanding focus from the big man. Lopez, he's accepting the punishment, but muscling through.
On the wing, Green. Here's Milton. Up again, and Embiid is right there.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the 76ers.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, you love to see the big fella run the floor and finish on the fast break. Embiid showing the hustle.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Now Milton. Pass to Simmons. Right side Scott. Simmons finds Milton. No good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
No good from Simmons. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Lopez against Embiid. Here's Middleton. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And it's all knotted up.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Milton. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Shoots it. Nails the baby hook.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
And here's Maxey. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. Misses the reverse. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Nora, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Here's Maxey. On the wing, Harris. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Teague drives in. It's stolen. Harris, right side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not just the jump shooter. Harris is also comfortable looking to score from these spots, too.
Teague kicks it to Tucker. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now the dish to Forbes. Now here's Tucker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, it's nice to see Tucker drive right through the teeth of the defense. He seemingly invites contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
12 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Maxey. 1 second left, and it's good on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
We've got George Hill. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Curry, good.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Maxey comes in for Hill. And Holiday, here we go. Now the pass to Tucker. Back to Holiday. He's looking for Portis and finds him. And stolen by Howard. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris inside the line. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. The Bucks making a switch here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Teague is checked in for Milwaukee. Scott finds Simmons. Lets a floater go. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
And if you give Teague a look at the lane, he'll take it without a second thought. He loves to drive to the rim.
Milton the pass to Simmons. Back to Milton. Outside, Simmons. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Embiid, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Kicks it out to Giannis. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Milton with it. They get a hand on it. Lopez with the steal. And it's Middleton penetrating. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now the 76ers on the break. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And George Hill's subbed in for Mike Scott. The Bucks also with the sub. Connaughton's checked in. They now take the lead. Connaughton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's Simmons. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Giannis passes to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Middleton with it. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Off on the layup.
And after defending on the shot, he does it.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. And he might not get all the attention. And that'll do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
The blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Korkmaz. And it's Simmons penetrating. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Holiday. 76ers trailing. One-on-one fast break. Here's Milton. The teardrop falls in. Milton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Philadelphia. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Giannis throws it down.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Pulls it from the elbow. Here's Embiid. Good D by Lopez. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And it's blocked by Simmons.
The reach of Simmons, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Poked away. And now the fast break. Middleton with... Oh, he delivers that with force.
I cannot believe that.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Such impressive mobility. Embiid is a tough cover when he's working the screen and roll.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Mike Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Good on the 13-footer. Connaughton's got 5.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Pass to Howard. Now, here's Thybulle. Howard in the post. Guarded by Holiday. Oh, and the dunk by Howard.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And the 76ers with some changes. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton.
Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
To the left side wing. There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Teague, pass to Portis. Releases from 15. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Oh, that's just too much strength from Howard. A little contact doesn't bother him in the least.
Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He kicks to Tucker. 1:02 left in the third.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Moving it up. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Teague. He's covered closely. Here's Portis to the wing on the left. Pocket 6. Here's Forbes. And the Bucks miss again.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's just a big boy muscle of Harris, a real energizer who just fights through contact on his shots.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Maxey. That's good from Harris. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Holiday, and he banks in the layup. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Hill passes to Howard. The shot's good. Howard's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the 76ers.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And so in the game for the 76ers, George Hill out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Green, and it's Scott in at the power forward position.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Lopez. Now Milton. Outside, Simmons. There's the feed to Embiid over Lopez. And he can't bank that one in. Here's DiVincenzo. Milton grabs the board. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Eibel's checked in. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Harris looking it over. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Giannis kicks to Holiday. Trying to get open is Lopez. No good with the triple.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Timeout called the 76ers. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Harris outside. Back to Simmons. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Great D that time from Middleton.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Simmons, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
The 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Simmons passes to Harris. Harris draws the double. 6 on the shot clock, and the shot goes in. And the 76ers lead by 8.
And this is a testament to the concentration Embiid possesses. I mean, he's able to finish despite getting bodied up.
Here's Teague trying to get open as Lopez. A nice shot by Teague.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here is Harris. Lays it up and banks it in.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
Now here's Teague. Kick out to Giannis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the 76ers call time here. They lead by 8. 1:21 left in the game. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Milton with it. Outside, Green. Outside, Simmons. Looking to end his cold spell.
And look at the fearlessness. He comes into play when we talk about Simmons. He's a force inside.
At the line for your 76ers.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Holiday with the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. He's just not connected.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons they're somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. For the 3. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Simmons passes to Howard. Jacks up a 3. Simmons can't get it to go. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. A three-pointer, no good. Here is Harris. Dishes to Simmons. Launches a 3. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. DH.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the small forward. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Got to admire the hard work of Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
Philadelphia shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Basket counts.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Irving. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Simmons looking it over. Over Irving. Shots good by Simmons. Simmons got 6 points.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
Harden against Green. Now, here is Harden, guarded closely. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And that one's good. Bible.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Here's Irving. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Durant in the corner. Here's the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Bible with the ball. On the wing, Harris. Right side, Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Irving. Now, here's Milton. Pulls up, high post. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Harris outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You just can't foul Harris there because he's almost automatic from the line.
The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both.
Boy, Harris has become such a solid role player, guys. A knockdown shooter who really elevates the team above self.
Now, here's Milton. Guarded by Green. It's stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. The kick out to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris looking it over. Lobbed up there for Green. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Brown the pass to Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Milton, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, fellas, that one
vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Green after the Sixers pick up 2. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
The Nets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. To the middle. It's picked off. In transition, here come the Nets. Green leading the charge with 1 on the clock and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Nets leading by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
They've got Tobias Harris. Curry is out there with Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
The 76ers trail by 7. Outside Hill. Curry on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Curry passes to Harris. Makes it off the glass. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
Irving kicks to Harden. Now Embiid. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Thibault. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Harden up top, guarded by Embiid. He had a nice open look right there. KD's got 5 points so far.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Now, here's Thibault. Simmons inside. Covered by Irving. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Ben Simmons.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor, as a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Durant in the corner, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the 76ers with some changes. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Tobias Harris. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Passes it to Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in. Irving looking over the floor. He kicks it to Jordan. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And the other thing they're doing well here in the first half is just concentrating on their post play and now getting points coming from it.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Simmons, and it's Korkmaz in for Green. 1:22 left to play here in the half. Maxey, no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. And here is KD. He has 7. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Griffin, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And that one's good. Korkmaz.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now, here is Irving. T right on him. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Howard, the pass to Milton. Howard with it. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Irving. He's got 5. Outside Jordan. Here's Griffin. They get it back. Jordan kicks to Griffin. Pass to Durant. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Maxey. Some solid defense there from Irving. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, and that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the point.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Irving against Simmons. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Boy, the quickness by Simmons, breathtaking. So good at blowing by whoever's trying to stay in front of him.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well, it's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
Nets trail by 6. Harden scanning the floor. Shot from 12. No good on the shot. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Back to Thibault. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Hey, Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
And the jam by Harden.
There are very few any better than Harden at the and one. He's an expert. He looks for the contact, initiates it, gets it, and still finishes. You can't be too physical with him.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Ben Simmons. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hill. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Curry against Harden. Curry dishes to Harris. Back to Curry. 76ers moving the ball around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. Harden inside the three-point line. He can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Here's Maxey. That one goes in. Maxey's got 6.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Count it. 8 points for him.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Out to Harris. Here's Claxton, guarded by Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown drives in. They get the rebound. Claxton. And Embiid with the block.
That long reach of Embiid is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out and shoot.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
And here's Maxey from down in the low post. It goes. Maxey's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Hill is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Outside Irving, over Hill. Irving can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Claxton, and it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Hill. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. That one good for 2.
Well, I love to see Joe Harris not settling, instead choosing to be opportunistic and mixing up his offensive attack.
Now, here's Thybulle, guarded by Harris. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th, and it's blocked. Griffin with the steal. Jordan up top. Outside Griffin. The dish to Durant. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harden's checked in. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thybulle, the pass to Simmons. Harris outside. Embiid kicks to Harris. 5 on the clock. A rebound by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. Griffin leading the charge. Irving finds Jordan. Count that bucket.
Hey, when you're as big and strong as Jordan is, you expect to get hit. You expect contact. And Jordan doesn't let it bother him.
Outside, Simmons. The pass to Harris. Three-pointer. Kept alive.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Philadelphia.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Howard wide open. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 14. Here's Harden. That shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Bible with the ball. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Hey, David, thank you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of the Atlanta skyline, and with...
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. They're down a body tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact on their rotation.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Scott is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5, down low. Now, here's Hunter. Back to Capella. Another shot. And the layup's good off the glass.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Here's Young after the Sixers pick up 2. Banked in off the glass.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Young finds Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Back to Bogdanovich. The kick out to Young. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. No good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Pass to Milton. Back to Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And they double up Simmons. Young with the steal. And here comes the break. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal. And then bang! Straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Atlanta.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Embiid. Bogdanovich, no luck. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
So here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for Kevin Huerter. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Harris comes in for Scott. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for George Hill. Okongwu kicks to Williams. That 3 off the mark. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And that one's good. Feibel. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. That free throw good from Gallinari.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skill forward with size, has struggled because of health.
Now, here's Maxey. 1:06 left in the first quarter. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Here's Williams. 76ers getting the bucket. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Okongwu. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Snell. Back to Williams. Here's Snell. Pass to Okongwu. Over Harris. The Hawks again can't hit. It's deflected. They recover it. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks...
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Actually out there with Hill. Then there's Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Capella with the bucket.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Outside, Simmons. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Young outside. Kicks it out to Collins. Offline with his 3. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Milton. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And the pass to Milton. Back to Simmons. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent field and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Young passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. They need this. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The 76ers leading by 12. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
For the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Curry's checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Simmons. Hill passes to Curry. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Collins, good.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Young against Hill. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Passes to Curry. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Okongwu comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Maxey. 1:05 left to play here in the second quarter. And he gets it to go. Maxey's got 6.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it. Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
36 seconds left in the first half of the game. He dishes it to Howard. 2 points. That one goes. Howard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Williams with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Cuts off the pass. And so we wrap up the first half. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. And that's a wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5. Young outside. Left side Collins. No good on the 3. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And there's the call on John Collins. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Harris comes in for Danny Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Shake Milton. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. 6 to shoot. Simmons dishes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young looking around. Kicks to Bogdanovich. Knocked knocked away. Dishes it to Collins. 14 feet away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The 76ers leading by 18. And it's Harris off the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harris has got his first points of the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Young. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz, he's checked in for Embiid. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Here's Snell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He feeds it to Okongwu. Atlanta again missing. 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Maxey passes to Thibault. He kicks to Harris. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Korkmaz, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously, skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Knocked loose and stolen by Williams. Here we go, all alone. Okongwu kicks to Williams. Gallinari right side. Can they get it? The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Oh, great ball movement there.
50 seconds left to play here in the third. Williams passes to Fernando.
Great pass by Lou. He's such a good scorer. That allows him to draw the defensive attention away from his teammates.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. And here's Maxey. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
So for the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. Kevin Huerter comes in for Okongwu. And it's done in for Williams. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Tobias Harris. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Maxey. Gallinari with it. Now Green defending. Capella finds Snell. No good with the triple. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Hill is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Scott. Then there's Embiid. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Back to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Green kicks to Hill. Charity stripe shot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
The Hawks trail by 20. Now Young. Collins dishes to Young. To the paint, Embiid with the steal. Scott with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Curry against Bogdanovich. Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's Green. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
And so they foul intentionally. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Curry, and it's Ben Simmons in for Hill. It's stolen by Milton. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Milton's shot is good.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Simmons against Young. Up and in on the layup. Young's got his first bucket in this one.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
On the wing, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
Young passes to Capella. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Scott. Lays it up off the glass. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Pass to Milton. 1:49 left in the 4th quarter. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one on Collins. And some changes here for the 76ers. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton, and it's Hill in for Simmons. And he nails the 3rd. There's 1:47 left to play in the final quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Dunn. Good work there as it goes.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
Outside Curry. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Takes a 3. And no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Hill. Young is subbed in for Dunn. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. The pass to Embiid. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Dwight Howard's checked in for the 76ers. Gallinari with the steal. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Curry. From deep. The 76ers again can't hit it. Young with the ball. The dish now to Okongwu. It's good.
I love that Trae Young puts his passes on target and in spots where his teammates are comfortable playing.
Passes it to Tolliver. Curry outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Gallinari surveying the D. Here's Young. He gets that one.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
So it's the 76ers. And the 76ers showing off their style as they arrived at the arena today. No shortage of fashion sense in this.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. Mike Scott out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Green. And it's Milton in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Now here's Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Antetokounmpo inside. Simmons is there. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. That shot, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. And now Philadelphia on the break. Back to Milton. And that one is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Shot from the top of the key. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And it's the Bucks ball. 4-point game. Giannis outside. Good D by Embiid.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo with it. Got a hand on it. And here we go again. The 76ers on the break. Good on the shot. Simmons got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo skims it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now here's Milton. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The 76ers shoot their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Harris comes in for Scott. Korkmaz checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Shake Milton.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Now, here's Maxey. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Nora. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Maxey, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bucks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Pass to Forbes. Banked in off the glass. The 76ers leading by 6. On the wing, Harris. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Good, nice job down low.
It's been absolutely amazing to watch Harris mature. I mean, physically, he can handle the pound.
Now the pass to Portis. To the inside. And it's sent back by Howard. And he gets it back. And he comes up with the deuce. The 76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's Maxey. There's the dish to Howard. 2 on the clock. And that's 2 points on the layup.
It's hard to know what to do in these situations. Look, Howard is intelligent. And he always knows where to roll to the right spot.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Howard is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And there's Seth Curry. And there's Hill. And it's Korkmaz in at the small forward position. Passes it to Simmons. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
And you see how comfortable Simmons is. I mean, he has the size and touch to be effective down there.
Outside Holiday. Middleton right side. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got his first points in this one.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Now Milton. He's got 6. He dishes it to Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. Guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Scott finds Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
It's easy to admire Embiid. I mean, the game seems to come so easy to the big fella, especially when it comes to dunk.
Giannis inside. Guarded by Simmons. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Simmons on the wing. Here's Embiid, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shoot.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Donaton's checked in. Philadelphia. Oh, the power on that throwdown. Wow.
The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The 76ers leading by 10. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Here's Forbes. No good with the layup.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Howard can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
1:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Stolen by Middleton. Here's Forbes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Forbes has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Milwaukee. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Harris outside. Here's Howard. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses, just a lethal concoction.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. George Hill's checked in for Harris. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Left side, Portis. 6 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And here is Hill. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our... Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have an 8-point lead. And...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Now, here's Milton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott, and Tobias Harris subbed in for Danny Green. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Bounce pass for Milton. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And Holiday, here we go. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. And Embiid with the block.
Oh, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
And the rejection pot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, free throwing was never a strength of Howard's game.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And so Howard nails both of them. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that field, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Then for the 76ers, Matisse Thybulle checked in for Tobias Harris. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And George Hills subbed in for Dwight Howard. Holiday against Hill. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. DiVincenzo's got his first basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the 76ers making a change here. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Out to the wing, and Forbes kicks it to Tucker. Here's Portis, and the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Well, once again, Harris showing off his incredible physique. Just really blowing past defenders in the open floor.
Pass to Portis. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The 76ers leading by 10. Out to the right wing. Here's Harris. 1:03 left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
From 11 feet away, off the left rim and out. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
Here is Forbes, defended by Thybulle. Forbes, the pass to Tucker. Will it go? Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Wow. Tucker's shooting ability, I mean, speaks for itself. Even the foul can't shut him down.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Harris. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Maxey. Outside Hill. Curry on the wing. From 17 feet out. Second shot opportunity, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resource.
And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for Philadelphia. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got Embiid. Scott is out there with Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Hill in at the point. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 13. And an intentional foul right there. And some changes here for the 76ers. Harris is checked in for Scott. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Simmons with it. And there's the pass to Milton. He kicks to Green. Simmons against Giannis. Now Simmons. Lopez with the block. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
But when someone's open, Lopez will find using his height to see over the defense.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Howard's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Here's Simmons. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Holiday. That shot off the mark. Good D by Embiid.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
You allow Howard to get in close, he's going to punch that ticket.
Bucks trail by 13. Passes to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Simmons passes to Milton. Back to Simmons. Feeds to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
A little bit of a throwback evening for Howard. Has all of his moves working here tonight.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. In the corner, Middleton with it, and stolen by Howard. Embiid with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Holiday against Embiid. For three, Harris. But they recover it. Back to Embiid. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Inside, deflects the pass, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Tobias Harris. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, I like the unselfishness of Lopez, showing that he wants to get it to his guys.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Scott from deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Dwight Howard.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Green. Simmons looking around. Scott. And the 76ers get it back. Embiid kicks to Scott. On the wing, Milton. Fires for three. Scott can't get it to go. Here's Middleton. Holiday with the three. That one, no good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the... Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Nets, they've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Now here's Simmons. Good work defensively by Harden. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And finished off by Keating.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Here's Thybulle. Harris outside. Over KD. Here's Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
That's big boy strength. Real big boy strength. Embiid is so good at fighting through whatever challenges the defense is presenting.
Irving with the ball. Durant with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Fast break. Here they come. And that one's good. Thybulle.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Harden outside. Puts it up from 17, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Simmons. The offensive rebound, and there it is for him. Embiid's got his second basket.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. trailing by 2. Thibault kicks to Simmons. Back to Thibault. Feeds it to Embiid, and it's blocked. They get it back, and it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Brooklyn making some changes. Green comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Brown in for James Harden. Then for the 76ers, Howard's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle, and it's Hill in for Simmons. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bobbed up there for Green.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
.144 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Milton, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Blake Griffin.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now, here's Maxey. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Green. The 76ers trail by 8. Now, here's Maxey. Howard with it, guarded now by Irving. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball, and it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
They get it back. Howard. And again, unable to change momentum here. Nets leading by 10. Green passes to Harris. Lays it up off the glass.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Maxey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The 76ers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
So he gets them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And stolen by Scott. With 2 seconds left. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. And earlier
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Jordan is out there with Green. Oh, what a play! Woo!
really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Brown outside. Pass to Harden. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. KD's checked in for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin comes in for Brown. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Maxey. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
It really is a thing of beauty watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. I mean, he's a manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Here's Harden, and he converts the layup. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my...
Oh, man. Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Here's Harden. Got a piece of it. Now the 76ers on the break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Durant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for James Harden. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control, even when facing physical contact.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The 76ers making a switch here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Green. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The first one falls. Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Irving. He has 6. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Over Thybulle. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Scott inside. Defended by Durant. Back to Scott. To the wing right side. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And it's in there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Irving passes to Claxton. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Over to the left wing. Irving drives in. Claxton, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
So a tie game here as we...
Thanks very much, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Looking at the Nets, Kenny, give us your take.
Man, their fans know how to give their team a lift.
And that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the small forward.
Tell you what, does not matter what the defense throws his way. The heart of Simmons allows him to play through that, and he's still going to knock the shot down.
Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's the combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
The 76ers making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
Irving passes to Durant. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers lead it. And it's Harris off the drive.
Big man coming through. Have to enjoy watching Harris attack the rack with that kind of ferocity.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the jam by Harden.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
KD against Harris. KD passes to Claxton.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And the 76ers making a change here. Maxi's checked in. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Harris is checked in for the 76ers. It's stolen by Milton. One-on-one fast break. And that one's good. Maxi's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Griffin. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that's an intentional foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Harris looking it over. 4 on the clock. Stolen by Harden. Howard with the steal. To the middle. Here's Maxey. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 10 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Durant. Milton with it. The pass to Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Durant with the rebound. Harden the pass to Irving. It's stolen by Milton. That one, no good. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Griffin dishes to Irving. Misses the 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Green finds Curry. Goes back up. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Nets trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions Right now, they need a basket.
So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's James Harden in for Harris. And then for Philadelphia, Harris is checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry, and Simmons subbed in for Hill. Harris kicks to Green. Back to Harris. In the corner, Simmons with it. Shoots from 14. Offensive rebound. And Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 16.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
On the wing, Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Down low, Embiid. The shot will not fall. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Lobbed up there for KD. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
On the wing, Green. Back to Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
And he sinks the second. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Thybulle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Simmons. Dishes to Embiid. Outside, Green. Back to Embiid. And he banks in the layup.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Baseline jumper. Irving can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 15. Pass to Harris from 17 feet out. Back to Green. On the wing, Harris. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
The second effort, and yes, it's good.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
In the corner, it's Harris. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Nets on offense. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And it's Thybulle in the corner. Now here's Simmons. And it's Thybulle in the corner. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Shamet with the steal. Misses there. So the 76ers win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.